Hi students, now we are going to discuss about chapter 8, exercise 8.2, second question. Here in second question, they says that ABCD is a rhombus. That means this outside diagram, ABCD is become a rhombus, and P, Q, R and S are the midpoint of P is the midpoint of AB side, and Q is the midpoint of a BC side, and R is the midpoint of a CD side, and S is a midpoint of a AD side. In this way the question is giving there and says that prove that inside another one diagram is the PQRS diagram. PQRS is a rectangle shape. We want to prove inside PQRS become a rectangle. What is the property of a rectangle? Property of a rectangle says that opposite sides are equal, and one angle become how much degree? 90 degree. All four angles are 90 degree only. At least one angle we want to prove that it to become a 90 degree. Then what about the specialty of a rhombus? All sides are equal for the rhombus case. That's why first we consider, we are going to prove in this one how to start a given case. What are the information given in the question? First we can say that ABCD is a rhombus. It is a rhombus shape. Then next what we can say, P, Q, R and S are the midpoint of the which side? Midpoints of AB side, BC side, CD side and AD side. This information first we want to write a given place. Then to prove, what we want to prove here, we want to prove that PQRS is a rectangle shape. So PQRS is a rectangle. How to prove PQRS is a rectangle? The next step is, third step is proof step. How to prove that? By using midpoint theorem we can apply and proving. So first using which theorem? Midpoint theorem, using and prove that. Midpoint theorem. Midpoint theorem says that when a line join through the midpoints, then that line is parallel to the third side of the triangle, and same way that line is equal to half of the third side. In that way they are given their midpoint theorem. So that theorem here we going to apply. With respect to first we consider ACD triangle. In triangle ACD, what we can say, S and R are the midpoints. Already we written again and again, need not pardon. Directly we can apply the midpoint theorem. S and R are the midpoint. That's why SR line is parallel to which side? AC side. So we can write SR is parallel to AC. So that's why what we can write? SR is the half part of the third side AC. There we mark an equation number 1. Next we are going to consider down triangle. ABC triangle we are going to consider. In triangle ABC, there also P and Q are the midpoints. So there also midpoint they are applying, then PQ is parallel to AC side. That's why PQ is the half part of AC. So PQ is parallel to AC side and PQ is the half part of AC. Mark it as a second equation. We can write it as a second equation. For what we can conclude that here from first and second equation, second equation, both of them right side are equal. AC is that, leave that part. When left side part to become SR is parallel to which side? PQ side. And here also SR and PQ are equal to, both sides are equal to half of AC. We can write SR is equal to PQ, both are half of AC. What about about SR and PQC? Look at the diagram. SR and PQ are the opposite side of that diagram. That's why what we can say, PQRS is a parallelogram. Opposite sides in a quadrilateral, opposite sides are equal. Such a diagram we call it as a par. Therefore, we can say PQRS is a par. We proved that inside diagram become a parallel. Actually, we need a PQRS is a rectangle, not parallel. But now we proved that SR and PQ are the opposite side. That's why PQRS is a parallelogram. Then with respect to ABCD is a rhombus shape. So what is this property of a rhombus? All sides are equal and angles are diagonals are bisect and bisect each other at right angle. They are cutting and make, that's why here marking an 90 degree. Here inside diagonals are bisect and they make inside 90 degree. For that purpose we can we can take a diagonals of a rhombus are diagonals of a rhombus are bisect and bisect each other at a right angle. They make a right angle. That's why what we can say, which are the right angle here. See, with respect to ABCD, we can take COD angle because how much the middle? They make a 90 degree. So angle COD is equal to, same way with respect to inside EOF angle also, because how much will come? EOF is a part of a PQRS parallelogram. That's why we can say EOF also become a how much degree? 90 degree. They make a 90 degree. Then using midpoint theorem, our aim is here 1, 2, 3, 4 parts are there, but in that 4 parts any one part to take and midpoint theorem apply and proving that angle become R angle become how much degree? 90. Any one angle become 90 degree, then the PQRS become, early we proved PQRS is a parallelogram. So the same way we can say PQRS is a rectangle shape. That is our aim. Next step we can write here they become a 90 degree using a midpoint theorem. Using midpoint theorem we can write it as a midpoint theorem using and write it as in which way we can write the here which are the parallel side R and Q. With respect here, see, R and Q are the points of the ABCD rhombus. So R and Q are parallel to which side? BD side, by using midpoint theorem. Same way with respect to this small part, how we can write RE is parallel to which side? OF. Same way we can write as RE is parallel to OF. That is BD diagonal case. How to prove AC? Two diagonals it have. One diagonal case, BD diagonal complete. Next AC diagonal is the how that one prove with respect to ABCD rhombus. We can say SR line is parallel to AC line. SR is parallel to AC line. Same way what we can write RF is also parallel to with respect to this small part. We can say RF is parallel to OE. They are the, what about RF and OE and RE and OF? They are the opposites. They are the opposite sides of which part? This figure, that figure represent as OE. RF is part. They are opposite sides. So here we prove that RF and OE are parallel. RE and OF are parallel, means they are opposite sides of that parallel. Therefore, hence we proved that OE RF is a parallelogram. This become a parallelogram. But our aim is to prove that PQRS is a rhombus rectangle shape. So small part to become a rhombus parallelogram. We proved that. And then what about angle case? So angle ERF and angle FOE become how much degree? Angle ERF is equal to angle EOF. Both of them making how much degree? They make a 90 degree. Therefore, what we can say, PQRS is also a parallelogram. Already proved that quadrilateral become here all sides are equal, opposite sides are equal. Same may prove that angle R become how much degree? 90 degree. Angle R is 90 degree. Therefore, angle R is the part of a PQRS parallelogram. So we can say what we can say, the sides also become equal. Then we proved that. Therefore, PQRS is a which shape? A rectangle shape. Why? Because so we can write it as angle R is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, PQRS is a rectangle shape. Rectangle. Already we proved that they are parallelogram. Then the angle R also become, one angle become 90 degree and opposite sides are parallel. Such a quadrilateral we call it as a rectangle shape. Hence we prove that PQRS is a rectangle shape. I hope you can understand this problem. Next problem says that second problem. So third problem. Third problem same way here they given as a ABCD is a rectangle shape. They given us previously. They given us a rhombus. This in this figure they give says that ABCD is a rectangle. P, Q, R and S are the midpoint of midpoints of which side? AB side, BC side, CD side and AD side. They given like that. Here we want to prove that, show that quadrilateral, inside quadrilateral become a quadrilateral which is that PQRS is a rhombus shape. Previous one outside part rhombus and inside part we want to prove rectangle. Here outside part is rectangle, inside part to become rhombus shape. How to prove this one? For proving that this part need not want. A diagram is like same only there. And here diagonals are there. AC and AB are the two diagonals like this way. How to prove this one? So here also proving case first we can say given. What information they given? They are given that here ABCD is a rectangle shape, is a rectangle. What are these properties of a rectangle? Rectangle case opposite sides are equal. Which are the opposite side? AB side and CD side are equal. Opposite side become equal. Next opposite side is AD is equal to BC. These are opposite side. They become equal. Then all angles, 4 angles become how much degree? 90. Angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. Each of them become a 90 degree. These are the properties of a rectangle. It is given that. Then to prove what we want to prove here, we want to prove that here inside diagram PQRS is a rhombus. Rhombus property, all sides become equal. We want to prove. How to prove that? There are also proof case. Some triangles we are considering. First we consider midpoint. Considering time this triangle. Which triangle? This small triangle consider. Here which are the triangle APS and triangle BPQ triangle. They are considering and then midpoint theorem first we applying there. Midpoint theorem applying time what we can say, with respect to ACD triangle, SR side is parallel to AC side, and SR is the half part of AC side. Mark it as equation 1. Next we can say second down triangle represent as in triangle ABC, their PQ side is parallel to AC side. What we can say, PQ is the half part of the AC, or second PQ side is the half part of AC side. Mark it as a second equation. Therefore, what we can say using midpoint theorem, SR and PQ are equal side only. SR is parallel to PQ side and SR is equal to PQ side. Then one by one triangles we can consider there. How to consider the triangle? Already they given that ABCD is a rectangle shape. So we can say ABCD is a rectangle. That's why what we can say, opposite sides are equal. Which are the opposite sides? Here we can write it as AD side, and AD side is equal to BC side. Then same way we can write it as second pair of opposite side is CD is equal to AB side. This case also we can say that they are rectangle. That's why opposite sides are equal. Then with respect to that triangle, which triangle? The small triangle consider. Triangle APS, and second triangle we can consider PBQ. Why we take it like this? We want to prove that they are a congruent triangle. Then side by CPCT sides are equal. Which sides? SP side is equal and PQ sides are equal. Same way this two small triangle consider congruency, prove that two triangle become a congruent triangle by CPCT, SR and PRQ sides are equal by CPCT. Their mark on in equation number. Then finally we can say all these sides joining time we get here SP side is equal to PQ side is equal to QR side is equal to SR. All sides are equal. That's why PQRS is a rhombus shape. That is our aim. That's why one by one this right and left small triangle part to take. Here what we can say, AP side is equal to second triangle PB. What is the reason? P is the midpoint. That is the reason they become equal only. Next what we can say, AS and BQ side are equal. By AS and BQ side are equal, there also S is the S and Q are the midpoint. That's why midpoint divided into two equal parts, SA and SD. Same way BQ and QC. That's why. So here half part only we consider AS and PB with respect to our small triangle case, SA and BQ side only consider that. Next what we can say, angle A and angle B are equal. Already we know that it is a rectangle shape. Already we marked the angle A and angle B are equal. Therefore what we can say that triangle APS is congruent to triangle PBQ by which property? SAS property. Two sides at one angle represent as a SAS property. Same way second small triangle consider. Which are the second small triangle? Top part small triangle. Which are the DSR triangle, and next we can consider it as this part triangle we can consider. In this way we can consider these two triangle consider. In triangle SRD, second triangle QCR triangle. QCR triangle consider. There also how we can say SD and QC are equal. Yes, why? Because S is the midpoint. That's why Q is the midpoint of that side. They become equal. Next, DR and CR are equal. DR is equal to CR. Reason R is the midpoint. There R is the midpoint. That is the reason. Then next, what we can say, angle D and angle C are equal. There also a rectangle shape, all four angles are at 90 degree. That's what they make a 90 degree. Therefore, three conditions satisfied. Triangle SRD is congruent to triangle QCR by which property? Two side and one angle represent as a SAS property. By CPCT, third side of the triangle is SR and RQ are equal. SR is equal to RQ. Mark it by CPCT. Then here this part we can here also that CPCT we didn't write. There CPCT become SP side is equal to PQ side are equal by a CPCT. Then first equation and second, mark it as equation 1, mark it as equation 2. What we can conclude that all sides become, and equation all sides become. Here also we consider SR and PQ side. Therefore we can say that there we mark it as equation 1, here mark it as equation 2, here mark it as equation 3. Then from third three equations, first, second, third equations, we can say all sides, which are the side, SP side equal, PQ side equal, QR side is equal to SR. So all four sides become equal. All four sides are equal. Such what that's why what we can say. Therefore, PQRS quadrilateral become a rhombus. We can write it as it become a rhombus shape. In this way we can prove. I hope you can understand this also. How to solve it. Here they given as a rectangle shape, and inside a diagram we want to prove that it is a rhombus shape. Rhombus specialty of all sides are properties, all sides are equal. Hence we prove that a rhombus become inside diagram become a rhombus, all sides become equal. Next, one more question. And that fourth question they says about they given as ABCD is a trapezium shape. ABCD is a trapezium shape. It is a trapezium shape. Then they given us AB side is parallel to DC side. Next information, BD is a diagonal. BD is a diagonal of that, and E is the midpoint. E is the midpoint of AD side. Then next what they given as a E. Here they given as a line drawn through E parallel to AB intersect BC at F. In this way, show that F is the midpoint of BC. In this way they given that. Diagram also they given. Show that F is which diagram? Trapezium shape. So first of all we draw a trapezium shape. Name as a ABC here. A, B, C, D. And AB side, they are opposite side. AB and DC are the opposite side of a parallelogram. They are parallel. And BD diagonal, one diagonal only they are mentioned. Two diagonal are pursued, but here one diagonal, BD diagonal. And E is a midpoint of AD side. So E mark on the AD side. From E to draw a line from E parallel to AB side and touch intersect to BC. The touching point mark an alphabet as F, and then now EF is parallel to AB. What we want to prove, this F is the midpoint of BC. E is the midpoint of AD. It is given the same way we want to prove that BC is the midpoint of the F. F is the midpoint of BC. So how to prove? By converts of the BPT, converts of the midpoint theorem, apply and find out that. So first given information, and here cutting BD cutting point mark an alphabet as a P. Given case, what are the information given there? ABCD is a trapezium. They given as it is a trapezium shape. Then next what they given that AB side is parallel to DC. They are opposite side of that parallelogram. That's why they are parallel there. And E is the midpoint of AD side. E is the midpoint of AD side. This instruction they given in the question. To prove what we want to prove here, we want to prove F is the midpoint of BC side. We want to prove F is the midpoint of BC side. How to prove that? The next step is proof. How to prove that? First we here midpoint theorem applying that. Midpoint theorem apply time we can consider in triangle ABD. Then here midpoint theorem says that EP line is parallel to AB side. EP line, why? E is the midpoint of, we can say that E is the midpoint of which side? AD side, midpoint of AD, and EP is parallel to AB. Then we get E is the midpoint of AD. Same way what we can say, P is also the midpoint of which side? AD side. By converts of midpoint theorem we can say P is also the midpoint of P is the midpoint of BD side by using converts of midpoint theorem. Then next we consider second triangle as BCD triangle. Triangle BCD. There what we can say here, PF line is parallel to DC side. Midpoint theorem applied. PF line is parallel to DC side. And already we proved that P is the midpoint of which side? BD side. Same way converts of BPT, converts of midpoint theorem, we can say that F is midpoint of which side? BC side. By using converts of midpoint theorem, we can say that F is the midpoint of BC side. Hence we prove that is opposite. Prove that F is the midpoint. How to prove? By converts of the midpoint theorem apply and prove that F is the midpoint of a BC side and P is the midpoint of a BD side. Already we know that E is the midpoint of a AD side. It is given in the question. That's why we draw a line and EP is parallel to AB side. Then from there we get E is a midpoint, means P also become the midpoint of a DB side. Then next PF parallel to DC we consider. Then already we proved that P is the midpoint of BD side. Same way converts of a midpoint theorem we can say F is a midpoint of a BC side. I hope you can understand how to prove this. Remaining problems we can discuss on the next class. Thank you.